So I want to talk about Fang drivers. Um, I'm a hobby trapper, small time, not a long line guy by any stretch. Just got into it really recently, and decided on Fang anchors just from a bunch of different forums and reading things online and YouTube and things like that. I decided to go with Fangs. So I needed a driver. And I got this one from PCS Outdoors. This is an Ausable brand, and it's a 24-inch Magnum driver with T-handle. And I bought this one kind of in a combo kit with some of the Fang anchors and cable attached to them. And you can see that the nut up here that they welded on the top to use as a place to drive to, is pretty deformed. And then I broke one of the sides off of the piece of pipe that made the T-handle. So, could I drive stakes with this? Absolutely. It would continue to drive stakes for a while. The welds, look pretty good. And I don't think that this break here in the pipe is a welding issue. It broke the pipe itself. But if you look at the diameter of hole you have to drill through this pipe to get this main shaft through it, I mean, it's just going to be weak. Even though the welds held, the pipe itself broke away. So, in the long run, I just don't think this is going to be something that you're going to be able to use for years by any stretch. I look back through my trapping log, and this driver had about 40 traps set, so about 40 stakes driven into the ground when it broke. Now, I'm in southwest Missouri and do a little bit of trapping in north central Missouri, and the north central ground is pretty soft. It's a lot of farm ground. It's good dirt, but it was frozen, or partially frozen for some of the days. So pretty hard ground up there. Really, what I think took its toll on this driver was the rocks and the really hard packed clay that was frozen down here in southwest Missouri whenever I broke this driver. So I like the drivers with the T-handles on them because there's a way to hit back against to pull it up out of the ground. It makes it a lot easier to get the driver up out of the ground once you have the stake driven. And this one, obviously, one side broke off. I don't think you've got maybe 10 more traps on this side before this one's going to break. It's already cracked a little bit in a couple of places. So this one was not going to work for me anymore. And by the way, this is $12, so I didn't buy it by itself. I bought it with a combo kit. But to buy it by itself, from PCS Outdoors, Ausable brand, it would be $12, which is pretty reasonable. Once that thing started breaking on me, I went out and looked in the trapping forums and looked at some stuff online, some YouTube videos, things like that, looking for a better driver that's going to last a little bit longer. And I found this one. This is by Shed Fabrications, and you can find them on Facebook, Shed Fabrications. And I paid $36 for this one, so 3 times as much money as I had in this one. But you can see, so this driver has about 2 times as many traps driven in the ground as this one did. So you've got 50 plus traps put in. I'm sorry, 80 plus traps put in with this one. About 40 on this one, and this thing looks like it did when I bought it. I mean, it looks brand new. He uses a flat bar, flat stock, rather than the pipe, and I think that's for good reason, because the diameter of the hole he has to drill, he's got a lot more material here, and it's a much thicker piece of metal. So I don't think you're going to have the same issues with the tabs breaking off as you do on the pipe. Nice straight driver, and I don't know a lot about metallurgy or anything like that, but I think it's pretty obvious that I don't know if it's the base metal that these nuts are made from or if it's the way that they're heat treated, but this guy is a different level from this guy, right? You just don't have any of the deformed look to this one as I got with just, again, about 40 traps in with that one. So, it's a lesson that I learned that I wanted to kind of pass on to the new guys just starting out. You know, some things I think you can save money on. You know, I'm not one of these guys that has to have top of the line, top end stuff. You know, I try to buy, you know, the most reasonably priced thing that's going to work for me pretty much in every situation. But for a tool that you're going to literally, you know, pound on over and over and over again, you know, it may be worth it to you to spend 3 times as much to have something that's going to last a long time. And I think this thing will last me, you know, as long as I want to keep pounding steaks with it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be there to do so. So there you have it. First Shed Fabrications, and this is the heat treated 24-inch Wolf Fang driver with T-handle, and this is PCS Outdoors Ausable brand Magnum driver with T-handle.